From start to finish, Mountain West football keeps you on the edge of your seat, and 2011 will be no different. In fact, the season kicks off right where it left off, against Rose Bowl loser Wisconsin. On September 1st, UNLV gives the Mountain West a chance to go back-to-back on the Badgers. September 3rd, Atlanta, Georgia. Mountain West newcomer Boise State takes on the SEC's Georgia Bulldogs in a beast matchup on ESPN. By winning the ESPN Bowl Challenge Cup for the second year in a row and the fourth time in 7 seasons, the Mountain West has made a statement. Take on all comers, early and often. San Diego State can punctuate the season's first month on a trip to Ann Arbor. In October, it's the Falcons' turn with back-to-back national TV games against Navy on CBS and Notre Dame on NBC. Once the conference schedule begins, several Mountain West teams will have their eyes set on a BCS berth and a Heisman run. The Broncos bring a ground air attack that's tough to top in any conference. Doug Martin's running is the perfect complement to 2010 Heisman finalist Kellen Moore. A 71% passer last season, Moore is 38-2 as a starter, while Martin had a career year. But don't forget, Boise State brings a defense to the Mountain West that ranks second in the nation in both scoring D and total D. Who ranked first? TCU. Mark your calendar for November 12th. The Broncos and Horned Frogs meet for the first time since the 2010 Fiesta Bowl. TCU led the nation in total defense for the 3rd straight year and the 5th time in 11 seasons, led by 2010 Mountain West Defensive Player of the Year, Tank Carter. And on offense, the Horned Frogs were a top 4 scoring team in the nation the past 2 seasons. Boise State and TCU are 2 of 3 teams in the country with at least 36 wins since 2008. Like we said, mark your calendar for November 12th. Defending Commander-in-Chief's trophy winner Air Force returns 14 starters, 8 of them on a defense that ranks second nationally against the pass. And speaking of passing, the Falcons' option quarterback Tim Jefferson is a double threat. He's also the only Air Force QB to lead the Falcons to 3 straight bowl games. Meanwhile, just up the road in Fort Collins, no one is doubting Pete Thomas. In 2010, the Colorado State QB set the conference record for freshman passing yards. San Diego State had a pretty good freshman last year, too. Heisman sleeper Ronnie Hillman had 6 150-yard games on his way to a conference rushing title and Freshman of the Year honor. Ryan Lindley led the conference in passing and became the 4th Mountain West QB to reach 3,000 yards in back-to-back seasons. This NFL prospect is on his way to reaching 12,000 career yards. An air of excitement also reigns at Wyoming, UNLV, and New Mexico. In Albuquerque, a little bit of health might go a long way. The Lobos returned 15 of 22 starters, including back-to-back Mountain West tackles leader Carmen Messina. A new QB in Vegas will have a full range of weapons. The big and the small of it is wideout duo Philip Payne and Michael Johnson, who caught 91 passes and scored 10 touchdowns between them. Tim Cornette became the first freshman in program history to lead the Rebels in rushing and looks to spearhead UNLV's running game yet again. The Cowboys' leading man, Alvester Alexander, set Wyoming's season and single-game records for rushing touchdowns in 2010. With the O-line returning 4 starters, it may be a bust-out season in Laramie. In a conference where a robust start and a big finish could send the league even more headlines and hardware, the Mountain West will take on the nation and each other in what's guaranteed to be another exciting football season. Try to keep up. It's going to be a great race, wire to wire.